In this video, buck converter based battery charging method for standalone PV system is presented. Maximum power point tracking technique is employed to extract maximum energy from PV array. 12 volt 50 ampere hour lead acid battery has been used for the demonstration purpose. But this method can be extended to any battery size. MATLAB Simulink software has been used for the simulation of battery charging process. In three-stage battery charging methods, generally these are the three stages, that is bulk stage, absorption stage and float stage. First, we will discuss bulk stage. This stage is also called constant current stage. In this stage, battery charges typically from 70% to 90% state of charge. It accomplishes this by maintaining a high and constant current. While the battery current is constant, voltage of 12 volt lead acid battery rises from a low voltage to 14.4 volt in this stage. The second stage is absorption stage, which is also called constant voltage stage. In this stage, voltage of battery is kept constant, typically 14.4 volt, and battery current varies as needed to maintain constant battery voltage. However, battery current will typically decrease to a very low number over time. When battery current decreases to a specified point, the charge controller will switch to float stage. This specified point corresponds to 98% state of charge. The float charge stage is the third stage, which is also called trickle charging. In this stage, 12 volt battery's voltage is kept constant either at 14.4 volt or 13.8 volt as demonstrated in the figures shown on the screen. As you can see in these figures that constant current and constant voltage stages are exactly similar, and in the float stage, only float voltage is different for both cases. In this stage, battery current is limited to a low value which is called trickle current. This stage serves two purposes. First, it brings the battery charging from 98% to 100% state of charge. Second, it maintains the battery in a 100% state of charge condition. In this simulation scenario, first figure is used, that is floating voltage is set to 14.4 volt. In this simulation, array voltage, array current, battery voltage and battery current are measured and fed to the controller. As you may know from the theory that battery voltage depends upon the number of cells in the battery and the ambient temperature. Therefore, following equations are used to compensate the temperature effects, where V battery maximum is the battery's floating voltage and V battery minimum is the battery's cutoff voltage, below which controller enters into the constant current charging stage. TA is the ambient temperature, NC is the number of cells in the battery. For example, for 12 volt battery, its value will be 6. Alpha is the temperature compensation coefficient and its value is minus 3.5 mV per degree centigrade per cell. As ambient temperature measurement of battery is impossible in MATLAB Simulink software, therefore, for the sake of simplicity, its value is considered 25 degrees centigrade. So, V battery maximum and V battery minimum would be 14.4 volt and 12.7 volt respectively. In the bulk or constant current stage, battery's maximum current, that is IB max, is limited to C by 5, where C is the capacity of battery in ampere hours. You should remember that we are using 12 volt 50 ampere hours lead acid battery for this simulation. Therefore, value of IB max for the simulation is 10 ampere. Hence, controller will maintain 10 ampere battery current in the constant current stage. In the constant voltage and float stages, battery voltage will be maintained at 14.4 volt as explained previously, while battery current will decrease from 10 ampere towards lower values. When battery current becomes equal to the threshold C by 100, battery enters from constant voltage stage to the float stage. This threshold is called minimum battery current, that is IB minimum, and is equal to 0.5 ampere in this simulation. In the float stage, battery current is limited to trickle current, which in this case is considered equal to 0.2 ampere. The flowchart of the algorithm is shown on the screen. Before going towards the simulation, it is necessary to first understand this flowchart. As the program starts, all the variables are initialized to the values as explained above. That is, VB maximum and VB minimum are set to 14.4 volt and 12.7 volt respectively. IB maximum and IB minimum are set to 10 ampere and 0.5 ampere respectively. And I trickle is set to 0.2 ampere. In this algorithm, a control variable denoted by UP is used to turn on or off the MPPT algorithm, the default value of which is set to 1, which means it will turn on the MPPT process, and if its value is 0, it means to turn off the MPPT process and open circuit the PV array. You should note that MPPT P&O algorithm has been used in this simulation to track the maximum power point. In the first condition, controller will check whether battery current is greater than the IB max or not. If it is greater, it will set UP is equal to 0, which will decrease the battery current to less than or equal to 10 ampere. If battery current is less than or equal to IB max, controller will check the next condition. You should note that in the constant current region, we don't necessarily set battery current exactly equal to IB max, because battery current IB depends on the irradiation condition and power rating of the PV array. If irradiation is stronger or power rating of PV array is more than enough, then battery current will try to increase IB max. However, its value would be limited to IB max or 10 ampere by turning on and off the MPPT process, which is accomplished by the variable UP. If first condition is false, then controller will check second condition. If this condition is true, it means battery charging is in absorption or float stage, and the battery current is more than enough to maintain battery voltage to VB max or 14.4 volt in our case. Therefore, we will decrease the battery's maximum current. If IB max is greater than IB minimum, it means battery charging is in absorption stage, that is constant voltage region. So we will decrease IB max by a factor of beta. The value of beta in this simulation has been chosen equal to 0.9. You can choose any value between 0.5 and 0.95. Therefore, each time controller enters in this condition, maximum limit of battery current will become less than from the next iteration, until a time comes when this value will become less than IB minimum, which is 0.5 ampere in our case. It is not necessary to decrease value of IB max. You can ignore this block if you want to. If IB max is less than IB minimum, it means battery charging is in the float stage. Therefore, battery maximum current limit will be set to trickle current, that is 0.2 ampere. If battery charging is neither in absorption stage nor in the float stage, it means it is in the bulk stage. This is verified if third condition is true. Therefore, UP variable will be set to 1 to turn on the MPPT process to draw maximum power from the PV array, which results in maximum battery current. If fourth condition is true, it means battery state of charge is less than 70%. Therefore, initial value of battery's maximum current limit, that is C by 5 or 10 ampere in our case, is restored to quickly charge the battery at the maximum rate. At the end of this algorithm, duty cycle is adjusted based on the value of UP. If UP is equal to 0, duty cycle is slowly decreased until the PV array becomes open circuit. If the value of UP is 1, P&O algorithm is initiated. This is the implementation of 3-stage battery charging algorithm in MATLAB function block of Simulink. Array voltage, array current, battery voltage, battery current, and battery's ambient temperature are the inputs of this block. The output of this block is duty ratio D. Since number of cells in 12-volt battery is 6, therefore NC is set to 6. Ambient temperature is supposed to be equal to 25 degrees centigrade. Therefore, VB max and VB minimum are 14.4 volt and 12.7 volt respectively. If battery is of 24 volt, then replace 14.4 volt with 28.8 volt and 12.7 volt with 25.4 volt. Delta D is set to 1 micro. The variables whose values could be changed during the simulation or are used in the next iterations are declared of the persistent type. The flow of the remaining code has been explained previously in the flowchart section. This is the schematic of the battery charging circuit in Simulink version 2021A. This schematic contains PV array, buck converter, battery, control unit and sensors. This window shows the PV array's specifications. A single module of 240 watt of Canadian Solar brand has been used for this simulation. Input and output capacitors are equal to 1000 microfarads and inductor is of 10 millihenry. These windows show the parameters of MOSFET and diode blocks. In the PWM generator, switching frequency is set to 40,000 Hz. This scope shows the graphs of array power, battery voltage and battery current. Battery current waveform is saturated between 0 and 50 ampere. This scope has been used to display the state of charge of the battery. In the battery parameters window, lead acid battery of 12 volt and 50 ampere hour are set. As battery charging simulation takes a long time, therefore to save time, initial state of charge has been set to 99.6%. In the discharge window, the parameters set are shown on the screen. Remember to set the value of fully charged voltage equal to float voltage, otherwise simulation will take very long time. Now it's time to run the simulation. In the model settings, solver is set to ODE 23TB of variable step type. I'll run this simulation for 350 seconds. The values of battery voltage, current, state of charge, and array power are displayed on the screen. You should note that if state of charge shows 100% on the screen, it doesn't mean it is actually 100%. Due to less precision of labels in Simulink, it will round off values to 3 digits. Therefore, actual value may be less. These are the graphs of array power, battery voltage and battery current. As you can observe in these graphs, from 0 to 50 seconds, battery charging is in the bulk or constant current stage, in which a constant current of 10 ampere is supplied to the battery. From 50 to 270 seconds, battery charging is in the absorption or constant voltage region, in which battery's voltage is maintained at 14.4 volt, and from 270 seconds onwards, battery charging is in the float charging region, in which trickle current is supplied to the battery and battery's voltage is maintained at a float level of 14.4 volt. In the state of charge graph, 100% state of charge is achieved at 135 seconds. This was a simulation of 3-stage battery charging algorithm. If you have any queries, you can ask in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.